Hi everybody, welcome back to Trophies I Hate, where we talk about my horrible experience with getting trophies in video games. I'm Ace, and for our part 2 of our little deep dive into trophies, I figured I'd talk about some trophies that have given me some trouble. After scouring the 100 platinum trophies I've at least collected up to this point, I figured here's 5 of those trophies that have caused me to lose my sanity. One of the first trophies I'd like to talk to you about is the Infallible trophy from Fall Guys. Essentially what this trophy requires you to do is you need to win 5 matches in a row. That's not as easy as it sounds. The main reason is because you don't know what game modes you're going to get in each of these episodes you do. So you could have an episode that gives you pretty easy ones that you can win in, or you could just get the worst ones the bunch and just get shit on. But that's not even the worst part about it. You also have to take into the fact that there could be rounds where they put you on a team with other people, just to weed out a lot of the players to get to the finale sooner. And if you get put on a team with terrible players, your win streak could just tank into oblivion without really much input from you on that hand. I've played far too many games of Fall Guys where there were times where a teammate would just decide, you know what, I'll throw the match because I can, or they'll just leave the match immediately, which, because if a teammate leaves, it counts them as like dying. So it just automatically puts your team in last place, and if this happens at the start of the round, you're not going to progress to the next round. It's just a law. That shit right there pissed me off so much. There's a reason why I only have 2 platinum trophies for Fall Guys instead of 3, because I could never get the 5 wins in a row when the game originally first came out. And just having nightmare flashbacks to this grind fest just really hurts me. Especially because this is such a fun little game. So for them to have some aggravating trophy like this just boils my blood. The next trophy I'd like to talk to you about is the Height of Technique, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now, this trophy essentially requires that you get all the skills in. Sounds simple enough, except when you realize how much of a grind in it. You need XP, which, you get from killing enemies. The main crux of it requires a crap ton of experience, which unfortunately means you're going to be spending hours upon hours unlocking this one. If you even want to try and get this done efficiently enough, it's not going to be on normal mode. No. You'll probably have to be on maybe New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus to get at least a respectable amount of XP. That's not the only problem, though. There are exactly 2, 3, 4, 5 esoteric techs. You need to have each of those techs in order to actually learn the skills in the first place. And unless you know where to find them, you could just end up missing the text and having to go around again another playthrough to get it. It's a lot of grinding involved in them. Unlike with Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, when you die, you don't leave like a blood stain on the floor to pick up, get your experience and money back. Oh no. See, when you die in Sekiro, you lose half your money and half your XP. So if you get caught off guard maybe one time, all that XP you probably just spent in like the last 30 minutes or so, half of that is going in the trash, and there's no way to get it back. This is what makes this annoying, because it throws the time that you had put into it away. This took me about a good 2 weeks of grinding to get this, which I probably could have finished an entire new playthrough in the time that it took just grinding XP over and over. Like, at least the others, I mostly got done through just playing the game normally, but having to grind for hours just to get every single skill in the game, yeah, not something I want to add to my to-do list again anytime soon. The next trophy I'd like to talk to you about is String Together from Sackboy, A Big Adventure. I bet you're wondering, what possible nightmare could I have gone through with a game created by the same people who did Little Big Planet? Especially because I don't have to get a million people to play a level I've created this time. Well, here's what you got. In this game, you have something called the Knitted Night Trials. Essentially several trials where you're tasked to get through a platforming section within a certain amount of time. And, for the most part, they're not super difficult. That is until you get to the very last. The last one of the trials requires you to essentially get through all of the trials at once. Now, there are 15 trials spliced all into one large challenge. And you have to get through the entirety of all these challenges in under 10 minutes, which is crazy enough as it is. But here's the worst part about it. If you die, you go back to the very first try. And oh god, this challenge almost caused me to not get this platinum trophy because this was so difficult. Yes, I beat all the trials prior to this, but having to throw them back to back with not really a checkpoint in sight is awful. All it literally takes is 2 hits and bam, all that time you just spent is wasted. And sure, even if you decide to like try and take things as slow as you can, you also have to remember you're on a time limit. If you survive all the way to the end but don't beat the level in under 10 minutes, all that time you just wasted right back out the window. All the energy that you put into doing this will have been for nothing, and then you'll just sit there wondering to yourself, is this trophy even worth the effort? I asked myself that far too much while doing this. So, as a bit of advice for any of you that are trying to tackle this trophy for yourselves, please hold your patience to your chest. I'll also probably link a video to someone actually completing this challenge in the description, because just thinking about what I went through doing this reminds me of the hell that awaits for most of you. The next trophy I'd like to talk to you about is the One-Winged Angel from Kingdom Hearts Final Boss. Now, this one's pretty self-explanatory. In order to get this trophy, you need to beat the Platinum Challenge in Lyceum. Now, what exactly is the Platinum Challenge? You have to beat Sephiroth. Sounds simple enough, right? You did it in Final Fantasy VII. Surely you can do it here, right? Well, that's easier said than done. Sephiroth is the hardest challenge in the entire game. His health bar is so large that you won't see damage actually coming off of it for a long time. This fight took me the most time you ever have to sit through when playing this game. And I literally just got this trophy literally last. This put me through the ringer. If you're going to go up against Sephiroth, you are going to need to prepare yourself for the fight of your life. Now, do you need to max out your level and all that to beat Sephiroth? No, technically you don't have, but it wouldn't hurt because you're going to need every elixir, every bit of HP, every bit of MP you got to beat him. His attacks can do a lot of damage. He can drain your health down to 1/8. His attacks do a lot of damage. He can drain your HP down to 1 and drain your magic all the way down to 0. He can cover the arena in seconds, and his AoE attacks are devastating. If you think you're truly capable of facing off against the One-Winged Angel in Kingdom Hearts, I suggest you be ready. If you're not careful, he can knock your ass back to Midgard faster than you can say Kingdom Hearts. The next trophy I'd like to talk to you about is called Hail to Egg from Final Fantasy IX. Honestly, I almost put Bloodlust, which is killing 10,000 enemies, but this one is on. Essentially, what the game asks you to do is to jump rope. Yeah, that's literally it. But not once, not twice, 1,000 times in a row without tripping. This trophy is honestly one of the stupidest trophies in this damn game, because as soon as the jump rope starts speeding up, it's over. It's over. This is such a horrible grind of a trophy to get in this game, and it'll honestly send you into a tailspin of fury, because why on earth would they make a trophy related to this? Who was in the dev room thinking that this was an idea worth trying? Because this is just, it's a trophy that makes you not want to play the game, because you have to literally be on top of this at every step of the way. Otherwise, probably good 20, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour's worth of work. Every attempt is going to go right down the drain. It's horrible. Now, thankfully, there is a workaround, as there's a script that you can use your PlayStation to the PC with remote play that can do it for you. But even then, it's not it does it immediately either. It could take a few attempts for this to actually work right. So you're not gonna be able to just say, haha, that's GG's too easy. No. This took a few days of me trying this. But in all retrospect, if I had to choose between using the script or doing this the legit way all over again, I'm choosing the script 100%, because this is just absurd. Hey, that's just me. So, what kind of trophies have you guys put yourselves through over the years that have got so much grief? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love you guys to. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe, or come check us out live Monday through Wednesday on YouTube. So, until I see you guys again in part 3, I've been Ace, you guys have been awesome. I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.